Hi guys, I'm here now outside of the Emirates Stadium for I'm going to do a Premier League preview. So I'm going to say the fixtures and I'm going to give you my thoughts on them and how I think they're going to go down. Okay, so Tottenham Liverpool, that's the early kickoff at White Hart Lane. It's a tough one to call because Tottenham haven't got into full gear yet. They still beat Palace on the last weekend, which was a good result for them. I didn't watch the full game, but I watched some of the highlights. It looked like Spurs dominated. Sorry for any Palace fans watching it, but in the first half, what I heard from the first half, because I got a couple of Spurs mates who support Spurs, I heard they really dominated you. But then you got into it in the second half, and you started to build some progression. But I think Liverpool, I don't know about them. They're a really confusing team. They beat Arsenal here at the Emirates 4-3, and then they end up losing to Burnley. It depends what Liverpool turns up. If it's Liverpool that turns up against Burnley, Tottenham are going to beat them 3-0. But if it's the Liverpool that turns up against Arsenal, you never know. But players to watch out for, I think Vincent Janssen, Spurs' new signing, I think he's a very good player that you should watch out for. And I think he's a player that can definitely do the business against Liverpool. And also Eric Dyer, obviously. And for Liverpool, Coutinho, who did have a poor game against Burnley, but if he turns it on like he did against Arsenal, he could cause Spurs some trouble. Mane's looked very good in the games that he has played in. But I'm going to give my prediction for this game, and I'm going to say that Spurs win the game by 2-1. And now Watford against Arsenal at Vicarage Road. Arsenal have not looked good. They've really not looked good. And up front, against the mammoth defenders of Watford, I think they're going to get shut out again like they did against Leicester. I think they will score, but I honestly don't think Arsenal are going to go to Vicarage Road like they did last year and win unless Olivier Giroud comes on and he starts. If Giroud starts, I'm going to think Arsenal can win the game. But if Giroud doesn't start, I don't think they will, because if they play Alexis up front on his own, he will get isolated by the tall Watford defenders. I went to see a couple of Watford games. They like to isolate small strikers. That's why Palace played Connor Wickham, because he's a tall striker and he ends up getting the goal. But anyway, I'm going to predict Watford Arsenal. I'm going to predict Arsenal to scrape a 2-1 win at Vicarage Road. 2-1. But that one's I'm not really convinced on that one. Chelsea Burnley, I'm going to be quick on this one. I think Chelsea, the way they've looked, I think Chelsea will ease past Burnley. No disrespect to Burnley. I think it's a tough game for you guys, but I just don't think you have the talent to beat Chelsea away. This is not last season. I think Chelsea have got it all together, and I think they'll beat Burnley by 3-0. Crystal Palace Bournemouth. It's a tough one. It's another tough one, because Crystal Palace are a team that I think I'm hearing they're getting 2 strikers. They've got one already, Benteke, but I heard they're getting Remy. It will help them massively, because I went to the West Brom game. Wickham was isolated the whole game, and he can't do it on his own. I never said sell Connor Wickham, because that would be stupid, because he's a young striker, but he is a striker who does need that support with him. And I think Benteke and Remy, if he does come, will take it off the load. I think Bournemouth, I think they're going to be one of the favourites to go down this year. They're a good team, but there's so many good teams in this league, so that's why I think Bournemouth are going to struggle. And I think they're going to lose at Selhurst Park. I think the crowd is going to push Palace on, and I think Palace will win 2-0 at Selhurst. Everton against Stoke, I'm going to do this one quick. I'm just going to give my score for the rest of these games. Everton against Stoke, I think Everton are going to pick out a 2-1 win. Leicester against Swansea, that's for the video tomorrow. I'm going to do more in-depth preview on that game tomorrow because I'm going to that game in Leicester. So I'm going to do more of a preview on that tomorrow, as I'm going to start doing with all the games I go to. I'm going to try and do previews on them. Hull against Man United. Hull, good start to the season. They've looked good. I had a feeling they'll beat Swansea, but I don't know why. I just had a feeling that they would beat Swansea. But I think the fairy tale comes to an end. I think Man United will not breeze, but they will beat Hull by 2-1. Well, that's actually pretty close. I take it back. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. By 2-1 though, Man United will win. So now these are Sunday's games. I think West Brom against Middlesbrough, I think that's going to end 0-0. And Man City against West Ham, I think Man City will win the game by 2-1. Just because I just think West Ham's injuries will cost them in this game. Only reason why. I think the injury of Carroll's huge. They haven't got a striker in. I think Enner Valencia as a striker is not good enough on his own. And I think Man City will beat them by 2-1. Actually, I changed my mind. I think it's going to be 3-1 to Man City. So, guys, those are all the Premier League fixtures. I'm sorry I didn't put all my input on the games, as in what I thought about it. I just didn't want the video to be too long. But anyway, guys, I will see you again tomorrow for the Leicester Swansea preview, and then on probably Sunday, maybe Saturday, for the Leicester Swansea vlog. I will see you then, guys. Also, guys, as a quick side note, would you want me to preview championship games? If you want me to preview championship games, then just put it in the comments below, and then I'll do that. I'll preview some championship games this week or next week. I'm not too sure. I might do that for another video as well. Okay, guys, so I'll see you again soon.